£400 cash on a set of 2020 Taylormade irons that I have only got one photo to go on. Should make an interesting video. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon on my way to go and spend £400 on a set of Taylormade irons. I'll show you the picture that I saw on Facebook. Literally gone up, it just says brand new golf clubs. Obviously I can tell it's Taylormade because of the box that they're in. Obviously that's the packaging that Taylormade have. I've seen tons of those boxes in my time, and all I can see is the back of the irons. And I went in at 350, they came back at 400, and I thought I'd make an interesting video. Would I ever recommend this? No, unless you have a YouTube channel and you are struggling for content for the week. As you can see, I'm in my full Till hat and gear. Congratulations to that man. I actually had the pleasure of meeting him, watching him hit a shot on the par 3 when I went to that Adidas golf day, and he likes Lambos, he likes playing FIFA, and he's a good golfer, so what's not to like, and very good golf at the BMW. As an English golfer, the BMW is the all-time European Tour event that you want to win, so I bet he's elated. Anyway, £400 Taylormade golf clubs. I'm pretty sure these are going to be Sims. The person said they spent £770 on them, and Sims, like the Max irons or Sim normal irons, they're exactly the same as the M2s, M1s, M3s, M4s. It's cast iron, de-lofted. They're good irons, don't get me wrong. Would I recommend you spend £400 even on them? Well, these aren't second hand, they're brand new. As I say, they're exactly the same. So, I mean, the thing that's got going for these is they're brand new, so there's going to be no chip marks. The grips are going to be in great condition. Shaft's not going to be pitted. The aesthetics obviously all going to be there. But in terms of performance, there's no difference between these and all the other Taylormade irons that have come out over the last 5-6 years. For me, if I can kind of flip them and make a bit of money on them, fantastic. As I say, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for you, as you could, well, I've shown you what you can spend £400 on. I showed you the bag that I got for £250, I think, with Mizuno irons, Tyler's woods, you name it. So there's a lot better value, but it's a very good example, I find, that there's going to be quite a lot of people that have taken up golf very recently. They would have got addicted, they would have got hooked, they would have spent a lot of money and then kind of given up the game, or got to winter and gone, you know what, actually I haven't got the time or resources to actually invest and put into this game, when they actually realise how much time, effort and work that goes in. So I feel like there's going to be a lot more of these deals coming up. It's exciting because I don't know what's kind of in the box, and obviously I'll unbox that when we get back home. If you like this video, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's do it. Okay, and I'm here and I've got £400 cash out. Cash nowadays looks absolutely pathetic, and it was like this has struggled to get in the car back in the day, how thick a £400 wedge was. I'm going to go and pick them up. Obviously I'm going to look in the box just to make sure that I've actually got clubs in there and not bricks, but I won't inspect them to that much of a degree, and we'll obviously get home, unbox them and have a look what I've got for £400 of, well, this. And here it is. It's a lot later in the day. Me and Mary just had tea. She's doing some work next door. And obviously I'm going to unbox these. I did open the box just to make sure there was obviously clubs in there. And it's just what I thought they were going to be. 7 steel shafted KBS regular flex shafts. Sim Max OS. Now I wasn't quite sure what Sims these were actually going to be. But these are like the biggest oversized heads you can potentially get from Taylormade this year. So these are very much game improvement beginner clubs. I've checked them all, they're all legit. There's no question about that. Lampkin Taylormade grips, barcodes, serial numbers, everything else. So these are very much genuine. The gentleman himself even showed me the Clubhouse golf receipt that he actually bought these for, and I didn't ask many questions, but I presume that obviously he bought them and then didn't want to carry on playing golf anymore. So hence why I've now got these in my possession. But let's talk more about them. Would I advise you guys to buy in the wrapper brand new golf equipment, because it is going to be a premium, and is it really worth it? So on paper this is a good deal. £400 for 7 brand new Taylormade irons, cavity back, all the bells and whistles. My only problem is, who would benefit from these irons? Because, as I said at the start of the video, these are cavity back Sim Max irons, heavily offset, ultra forgiving, high launching premium clubs, and their quality, there's no question about that. But if you haven't been custom fitted for these are just as good as any 4 to 5 year old cavity back irons that you will see on the market. Now everything is highly inflated, so even M2s are going for like £300. So this video hopefully will age a lot better when everything starts going back down and people don't, the demand of second-hand clubs isn't at such a premium. So these do look very good for £400. But these, just like I've shown in a lot of my videos, golf clubs always depreciate the heaviest after the first year. So if I held on to these for another year, well, they're probably going to be worth £300. Because that is typically what happens to all cavity back irons. And I look at these and I go, who should buy these? Because obviously I buy clubs to test, review, do videos, and that's essentially why I've invested £400 in this. Even if I break even, I'm happy because I've got my content. But as a golfer, or even someone that wants to potentially buy clubs and flip them, it's a heavy investment for not much return, and at the same time, you're not going to get any more performance from these if you haven't been fitted for them as you would from a set that's 2 to 3 years older. Now I would say that is a heavy contrast if these had been a performance irons, i.e. muscle back, blades, anything that's more of a player's club. Then this deal would be a lot better. And the only reason this isn't as good a deal is because people that are more experienced, people that have been playing this game 10, 15, 20 years, had found a set of Taylormade Tiger Woods blades, for example, at like a fraction of the price, or they found some Callaway Apex Pros at the fraction of the price. All of a sudden, because they know what length of club they are, they know what lie angle they are, they know typically the weight of shaft, the flex, whatever it is, and they're going to get a brand new set of clubs that they know is going to fit into their wheelhouse. All of a sudden that is a cracking deal because you've saved a lot of money. The only reason I say these aren't the best deal is because the typical person that's going to buy these is someone that's brand new to the game, and rather than spending £400 on just the irons, you could spend £400 on your entire bag and get the exact same performance. And that is the reason I make these videos, to educate you guys in don't necessarily buy because it is 2020 model. And obviously I put 2020 model in the title and Taylormade in the title because that obviously does very well for the particular video. But at the same time, you don't necessarily need that for your golf game. Whoever would buy these brand new would outgrow them very quickly. This head with a graphite shaft potentially would age very well for a senior golfer. High launching, forgiving, going to give you that distance and launch that you need. Steel, standard length, regular flex is only going to be for one particular golfer, and that's someone that's just been playing this game between 6 months and a year and just wants to get that added boost. But you can get that with so many different variations of clubs, and again, they're going to be a lot cheaper than £400 of this. On a brief note, if you did want a complete carbon copy of what's in this at a fraction of the price, and I will show you some images now on eBay, I presume these are still cheap because these were one of the cheapest ones to get a hold of before all of this. I haven't really checked, I hope I'm right. But the MCGB, Taylormade, they brought out a lot of it and it did kind of flop, probably because of the aesthetics, but it's exactly what this set is. Oversized, chunky, forgiving, high launching, powerful, de-lofted iron. So if you did want a set like this, complete carbon copy, you're like, oh, I really like, or I've got on with the Sinmax irons, and you want something that's obviously a lot cheaper, MCGB irons is the way to go. Again, I haven't tested the sim range this year, but from my fitting experience in the past, they've always been quite similar year on year. In terms of the best Taylormade iron that's been produced over the last 4 years, it goes without question, is the P790. And to be honest, I'd say it outperforms with the shafts that they have against any other iron, or let's say any other muscle back iron in terms of aesthetics, performance, feel, sound, you name it. It's outclassed everything, and that's why they've obviously brought out the P790 again, just with a slight bit of sharpening and tuning here and there, because it's just worked. And Taylormade, in terms of the irons wise, haven't always been known for them, but the P790's just outperformed everything. And I'm talking for players, I'm talking for beginners. It looks sleek, it's powerful, and the shaft combinations are unreal for it. But again, that is why if you try to even get a second-hand set of P790s, they're just like astronomical. Right guys, let me know what you think of my purchase of these. Obviously, sorry that you didn't see any golf shots. Okay guys, there you have it. That is my verdict. Okay guys, let me have it. What do you think on my purchase of 7 brand new Taylormade irons for £400 cash? Hopefully I can offload these relatively soon, but to go buy some other stuff. But as I said, it makes an interesting video. I definitely want to keep making kind of original out there content. Hopefully one day I'll have an office with some funky lights and trophies, but at the moment you've got me in my kitchen. Guys, if you like this video, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys later.